Well, hello everybody and happy Saturday. This is Lisa Freeman from stampingwithlisa.com coming to you live on Saturday, September 17th, 2022 at almost 11 o'clock in the morning. I am early today because I have to go to work in about an hour. So if you were watching on Thursday, I told you I'd be on at around 11ish, and I'm a few minutes early, but hopefully we'll get some people on here watching. And I'm going to show you how to make this gorgeous card using the Celebrate Sunflower stamp set. And it is absolutely beautiful. It's one of my favorite techniques. And I've done it with a bunch of different stamp sets. And I love, love, love doing this technique. So hopefully you can see all the shimmer on there. It's absolutely gorgeous and sparkling. If you're on here watching, make sure you say hello. I can see a bunch of people are on here. Hey, Karen. Say hello if you guys are on. Hey, Terry. I'm sure I'm going to have some different people on here who are sometimes asleep during these things. Hey, Stephanie. Can you guys see the shimmer on here today? It is so pretty. Love it, love it, love it. Thanks, Liz. Hey, Antoinette. Hey, Annie. Can you guys see this shimmer? I'm trying to get it in the camera just right so you can see it. It's, oh gosh, so pretty. I love it, love it, love it. So we're going to do the whitewash technique, which is one of my favorites. I love, love, love this technique because it makes your, whatever you're stamping, it just makes it pop. Hey, Minda. Just before 5 a.m. Boy, you're up early on a Saturday. Hey, Judy. Hey, Karen. Thank you, everybody. I'm so glad you guys are up early with me from Utah, Jean. So it's a couple hours earlier there for you, too. I know it's kind of early over on the West Coast or in other countries. Well, actually, other countries like Europe, I think, is like 6 hours ahead of us. So they would be afternoon, and Australia would be evening. So we get all different time zones in here. All right, so this is what we're making. We're using the Celebrate Sunflower stamp set, which is not a new one. So a lot of you guys probably have this one. If you don't have it and you want to do this technique, it will work with almost any flower set that is kind of like that distinctive look, you know, where you kind of have it open, but it's not all the way open. It's got a little bit of stuff in the inside. So it does not work well with just solid stamps. So you want something that's kind of open to do that with. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. And then on the inside, I've just got the sunflower stamped in there. And this does come with dies too. So we've got the dies in here. Whoops, mine's all a mess inside. So you need this stamp set. This is actually the paper. I don't know if you guys can see where the words are down here. I wanted to do something different down here. So I put the silver foil. And the silver foil comes with 3 sheets in there. You get like a light, medium, and dark silver. So I used the darkest one, which is this one right here. And it does have lines on it. So it does have lines going a certain direction. So I cut it that way. So I cut it so my lines are going across this way. So it's only a 1/2 inch by 4 inches on there, but it does give it a little sparkle and pop to the words. So that's where I got that from. And it's a little bit pricey, but you only need a little bit just to add some sparkle to your cards. All right. Hey, Starla. Hey, Yolanda. 9 o'clock in Albuquerque. Oh, hey, Judith. You made it. Are you having your morning cup of joe on Saturday with me? Hey, Judy Ledbetter. 8 o'clock in Oregon. I wonder if Spice Girl's up yet. Subtle embossing folder. The lines on the floor remind me. Oh, the subtle. Yeah, that subtle. I don't think we have that anymore, do we? I did get some happy mail. So this card is from Robin Steyer, and she said she was inspired by this card that I did the other day with the apples. And this one, I actually used that die. I can't remember the name of it now. It's like split. I think it's split card die. And I used the die as a stencil, but we do have a mask that's almost exactly the same. So you can see it's almost identical, just the squares are a little bit bigger. So she used the same colors and did the Blessings of Home stamp on there, which I think is gorgeous. So I love, love, love this card, and just wrote me the sweetest note inside. So thank you so much, Robin. I love, love, love this card. And I'm so glad I inspired you to make it. So you can always take my ideas, and if you don't have that stamp set, use a different one. You can use the same colors and a different stamp. So every time I look at this apple, I see a nose right there. It just cracks me up because that looks just like nostrils to me. So thank you so much, Robin, for that card. That just brightened my day. Don't forget, we've got the sale going on right now, the weekly sale. So every week there's a different bunch of stuff that's on sale. I think there's 12 items each week, if I'm not mistaken. This week is the rose gold ribbon, the pearlized enamel, silver edge ribbon, masking paper, penciled designer paper, patterned vellum, sea glass, Eden dies, scallop treat boxes, and the evergreen ribbon. So we've got quite a few things. And also we've got the Perfect Partners special going on all month long until supplies last. So you've got 6 new dies that you can get just for this month. And I've talked about those a lot, so I'm not going to go into great detail. You can always go to my website, stampingwithlisa.com, and click on shopping and go to the Stampin' Up! Website. All the specials are on there for you to see. And don't forget, this is going to be the next card kit. So the one I just finished, and I started cutting all that yesterday, was the one with the leaf on it. That's the card kit for the 1st through the 15th. So for the 16th to the 30th, this will be your card kit. And I forgot to grab the gems that go with it. So you'll also, if your order is over $100, you'll get a pack of gems with it. So I forgot to bring those with me, but I'll bring them next time. It does look like a nose, doesn't it? Yep. Instead of date night with Lisa, it's brunch date with Lisa. I've got to go to work in about an hour, so I wanted to get on here early before I left for work. So you guys could watch me now, and then if you're bored later on today, you can watch me again. Oh, darn. Where's my joke? I wrote a joke down too. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, I got it. I wrote the joke down because I didn't want to forget it. Cell embossing folder is retired, but you have it. I think I sold mine. Hey, from Germany, Chris. How are you doing? What time is it in Germany? I think you guys are like 6 hours maybe later in the day. So is it like 6 o'clock? I mean, 5 o'clock in the afternoon? Oh, Germany is 17 o'clock. That's 5 o'clock. Okay. 17 o'clock. That's military time. All right, so let's get started. So what we're going to do is use these pieces of paper. So we've got 5.5 by 8.5 black, 4 by 5 1/4 white. That's for the inside. 5 1/4 by 4 rich raspberry. 3.5 by 3.5 black. 3 3/8 by 3 3/8 rich raspberry. And I did that. Well, that's the exact size you need for the sunflower, but I did that basically so you could get 6 pieces of each of these out of 1 sheet of cardstock. I always try to maximize and have the least amount of waste with my cardstock. So if I had made this 3.5 and this like 3 3/4, you wouldn't have been able to get as many pieces. You need a scrap of white for your words. I'll turn this way because we're going to cut those out. So you just need a scrap of white. And then this little silver piece right here is 1/2 by 4 inches. So my nose is itching. I think that means something like, I don't know. No, and if your ears are burning, somebody's talking about you. I can't remember what if your nose itches means. All right, get a screenshot of that one. Hey, Sally from New Hampshire. What is a card cruise? I don't know what a card cruise. Card cruise. What is a card cruise? I don't know, but it sounds like fun. I want to go. But I guess it's not here. Oh, car cruise. Car cruise. Oh, so you're going in your car. You know, all of us think of cards instead of cars. All right, so hopefully you got a screenshot of that, and let's get started. So this is a pretty easy card. Just a little bit of stamping, a little bit of coloring, and you'll be all set. And you could whip out a bunch of these in no time at all. So here we go. So we don't need the back piece. We're going to start with this one and this one. And we're going to be stamping in blackberry. So when you do this technique, the best thing to do is pick two colors that are similar to each other, but one is like a medium, one is a dark. So I chose Razzleberry paper with Blackberry Bliss ink. So you want the lighter piece, the paper to be a little bit lighter than the ink color so that the ink shows up better. So like a really good one was Misty Moonlight with Night of Navy, but now we don't have Misty Moonlight. So probably Starry Sky would work with Night of Navy. And Soft Succulent works well with Evening Evergreen. And let's see, what's some other colors? Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape. Just different colors like that. But the darker the colors, the more it will pop. So that's just a tip there. All right, so we're going to use our big giant sunflower. And we're going to ink it up. And make sure it's really good and inked up. We're going to stamp it once on here. And it fits just perfect on this piece. And try and get it right in the middle. And then I'm going to stamp it. Let me get some scrap paper. I'm going to stamp it on my inside. Oh, that didn't come out very good at all. Hold on. Let me do that again. Flip it over. I hope my pad's not getting dry. That would be bad. All right. Let's try it one more time. Give it a good press. It worked really good yesterday. I don't know. I hope it's not dried out. Okay. Yeah, that one came out much better. All right, and then on our inside of our card, I'm just going to not ink it up again, but just take what's left over and stamp that right in the corner. So there we go. So that's our inside. And then on this piece, we're just going to go around the edge. So I'm just going to ink up just part of it and go around the edge just to give it some background. So that's just like for our back piece. So there you go. So that's the back piece. My paper's kind of dented there. I don't know what happened there. All right, and then our words are also in the same color. So let's go ahead and stamp that and clean that stamp off. And then I think we'll be done with that color. All right, so Let's Celebrate You. That's also in the sunflowers. And we're just going to stamp it on our scrap paper right here. And there we go. So we're going to cut that out in just a few minutes. All righty. So we're done with the Blackberry Bliss. That's a old color. It kind of came in and went away, and then came back. All right, we're gonna sponge this part really quick, just a teeny weeny bit. I don't know why my pads are kind of like warpy looking. That's kind of weird. I just want a teeny bit. I'm gonna tap off almost all of that. I just want a really light, like that's probably enough. There we go. I just wanted a little bit so it's not like stark white. And we're going to cut that out in just a minute. All right, so I think we're done stamping. Now we're going to color. So we're going to color this with white craft ink. So I have a block. That's the block I used last night when I came up with this card. So I like to just get a good amount of ink on my block. And you can use like the ink from the lid, or you can use the refill, whatever you want to do. And you need a blender pen also. So I've got a blender pen here. And then we're just going to color. So let's just get some ink and start going. And you're just going to color. I'm going to start at the tips and go ahead. And, oh, it's coming off a little bit. All right, and you're probably going to need to do a couple coats because it does soak in just a little bit, but that's okay. And the more you put on there, the brighter it will be. And if you get too much, you can just kind of rub it a little bit more and it'll soak in. Let me see if I'm missing some comments. We don't have Debbie Spicer on here to make things like exciting because she's always like Miss Personality. All right, let's see. Hello, 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 everybody. Nose itches, you're going to kiss a fool. Oh, I don't have any fools to kiss because I don't have a date. I'll be at work. Not going to be kissing anybody. That's funny. A nose, if your nose is itching, it's a fight. I don't know if I'm going to have a fight either. All right. So I got a funny joke for you tonight. Somebody sent it to me after the video the other day, and it was really cute. So if you guys find a good joke, always send it to me. And if I like it and think it's really good, then it can't be X-rated either. I do have a funny one with that rooster, but now I can't find it. I don't know what I did with it. Have you guys ever been on Instagram and you're like scrolling through and these different effects come on and you're like, oh, I want to see what I look like. Like one is the Jasmine effect. So it's, you know, Jasmine from Aladdin. You put it on your face, like you hold the camera towards you and you click on effect. And so it gives you like those big eyes and stuff and the eyeliner that comes way out and shows you what you would look like as Jasmine. And then there's another one you can change your eye color, and there's some like what you would look like as a cartoon character, and there's all different ones. So yesterday, like I had so much free time, you know, I actually did have a little bit of free time yesterday. So I was sitting out in my backyard in the sun trying to get some, catch some rays a little bit, get some sunshine because it was such a gorgeous day yesterday. And today's going to be another gorgeous day, but I got to go to work. And it's really, really nice. The last few days have been so gorgeous, like low 80s, no humidity. Today is a little bit warmer, than tomorrow's going to be a little bit warmer too. And then it's going to be back in the 90s, I think, for a few days. And then down to the 70s. So anyway, I was sitting outside and I was getting really sweaty because it, like if you were in the sun, it was a little bit hot because, you know, if you're laying down, you're not catching the breeze either. So I kept getting up and going over to the hose and kind of hosing myself down. And then I'd sit in the shade for a few minutes. So when I was sitting in the shade, I would take my phone and just like look at Instagram or whatever, check my email. So I started doing all these different filters, and you know, I was all sweaty and gross and my hair was like sticking straight out because I was so sweaty. And it was hysterical. And I took some pictures. And I thought these would be good blackmail pictures because I looked so bad. And I was cracking myself up because I did one with blue eyes. And I looked like I really liked the blue eye effect. I think I would look better with blue eyes because I have green eyes. But it was so cool. So if you ever get a chance to go on Instagram and play with some of those effects, it's really kind of fun to see what you would look like with different features. So I'm just taking the blender pen, dabbing it in the white ink, and just kind of going around. You don't really have to stay in the lines. I mean, you have to stay in the lines for the flowers, but like these lines here, it doesn't really matter if you overlap because they kind of sink in and the outside lines show through. So if you go over top of them, they will kind of come through when it dries a little bit. So even if you like scribble over top of that, you'll be able to see it. So we're almost done. We're getting to that other side. And I'm sure I probably need to read some comments and tell you my joke. I'm really bummed I have to go to work today because it's so nice. I want to go sit outside again today, but I guess I'll have to wait till next weekend. Hopefully, I've got an interview today too. So, you know, I told you about my guy at work who quit, but I do have an interview today at 2 o'clock. with a new girl who actually already works for the company, so she wouldn't have to be trained or anything. She works at a different center. So that would be the best case scenario. And she really is dying to come to our center because she lives like right across the street. So as long as that goes well, then I will be able to hire her. It just depends on when she can leave her home center, because they probably already have her on the schedule for October, because we have to do our schedule so far in advance. So, but I've heard really good things about her, so I'm so excited. She's been with the company for like 20 years, and she's very good and very dependable, and not one of these 20-somethings that calls in sick every other day. So, not all 20-somethings are like that, but it just seems like the ones that we keep hiring that are younger are the ones that have a tendency to call out for just the dumbest reasons. Like my cat, you know, fell off the chair. Oh, I can't come to work. Or I broke a nail. I can't come to work. You know, those kind of reasons. Not like I got in a car accident and I'm at the hospital. That would be a valid reason, but some of these reasons are not very good. All right, so if you have any light spots that you want to go over, you can just go over them. And I did go in the center of this one. I don't know if you can see it. I did lighten that up just a tad, so I'm going to color right in here just a little bit. And it does kind of lighten it up a little bit, but it also gets some purple. Take some purple off. But I did want to lighten the center up just a little bit. All right, so I think we're just about finished. I just want to add a little bit more on a few places just to darken it. And all right, so what do you guys think? You like that? I think it looks pretty good. I think it goes that way. I don't know. I think it looks good. Love it, love it, love it. This is really one of my favorite techniques. And if you go on my YouTube channel, I probably have 7 or 8 videos using this technique with different flowers. And I think it's pretty much all flowers. Because it's so easy. I mean, it's like you don't even have to know how to color or anything. All you gotta do is take a blender pen and just color with white. So there we go. All right, so we're done with that. So now what we're gonna do, let it dry for just a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the words out and read some comments. So we got a lot of comments. Had to dig out your sweatshirt this morning in North Dakota. Holy cow, it's not that cold here. I think it's about 75 right now. Thanks, Judith. Yes, I hope she works out too. Yes, white craft ink. You got to have the white craft ink pad to do it. So it's the white craft ink. And if you ever get this, every time somebody buys this, they always are kind of confused because it comes uninked. So if you get this, it's not going to have any ink on it. I think the reason for that is because it used to leak all the time when they would ship it. So now they ship it uninked because it's a really, really thick, gooey ink. And you'll get the refill comes with it and you just ink it up yourself. So don't think when you get it that it's just super dry. It actually doesn't have any ink in it. So you have to do it yourself. But it comes with a whole bottle of ink refill, which should last you probably a year or two. All right, so we're just gonna fussy cut the words out. You don't have to do this, but I didn't want to color or cover up so much of the card, so I wanted to take up the least amount of room as I could. So that's why I cut it out. But if you want to do something faster, you can certainly skip this and just do it on a piece of white paper and stick it down. And hopefully this is not smearing. I think it's where I sponged it that I'm seeing that. Okay, so that only took like less than a minute. All right, then what we're gonna do is put it all together. So, and I got my joke. Let me don't forget that. All right, so you ready for the joke? So we have 3 drunk guys entered a taxi. This is sad when I can't even read my own handwriting. I was scribbling this on here last night. Now I can't even read what I wrote. 3 drunk guys entered a taxi. The taxi driver knew that they were drunk, so he started the engine and then turned it off again. Then he said, "We have reached our destination." The first guy gave him money. The second guy said thank you. The third guy slapped the driver, and the driver was shocked, thinking the third drunk guy knew what he did. But then he asked, "What was that for?" The third guy replied, "Control your speed next time. You nearly killed us." I thought that was funny. All right, so hopefully you guys like that joke. Let's see. Coloring is a stress reliever. Yes, it is. I love coloring. Sorry, Joni, you had a hard time getting on the live this morning. Oh, Starla, thank you. I'm so glad you got up early with me this morning. All right, so this piece goes on the inside, so we're just going to glue that down. I'm going to get rid of my blender pen. I think I unclogged my glue, so hopefully it'll work. Yes, I found a longer needle to go down in there and unclog it. I don't know how it gets clogged up if it's upside down. Seems like it would just stay up. I don't know. Maybe it starts oozing out a little bit. Who knows? All right, and then this piece, I'm going to put this silver piece down at the bottom first, just in case. Sometimes it's just a sliver off. So I want to make sure I get that on there before I lay it down. So I'll put a little bit of glue on that and put it about maybe ½ an inch above the bottom and hold that down. Make sure it's straight. I love this silver because it's almost like a black silver. It's kind of got that shimmer, but it is silver. And I did cut it just a sliver too long. And then we're going to glue that down to the black. I was trying to come up with a card yesterday for today. I knew I wouldn't have time to do it this morning, so I was doing it yesterday after I laid out in the sun. And I was looking at different videos, trying to come up with a technique or something. Then I just started looking at my own videos, and I'm like, I'm just going to do another whitewash card. I've been on this sunflower kick lately since that paper pumpkin came out. And, oh, look, it's clogging up again. That is so weird. I don't know why it's doing that. I'll get another one. Ever since that paper pumpkin kit came out for August, I've been digging the sunflower cards. So I wanted to try the sunflower in purple because I saw somebody do that with the kit, the paper pumpkin kit. They stamped it in razzleberry, and I said, oh, that looks pretty. All right, so this is dry. And then we're going to put this on with dimensionals. And I put quite a few on here. It seems so quiet without Debbie Spicer, doesn't it? She is the life of the party. I guess we need to make sure she's on all the videos. I should have called her, told her to get on here. All right, so we've got a bunch of dimensionals. Oh, also I want to put some on the back of this word, but I want to use the little tiny ones on here. So we'll just put a bunch of these on here. And I think I cut it a little bit too fat. No, it fits. All right, so we've got those. So we're going to put all this on. I don't need any more glue, I don't think. Whoops. I wish I had magical powers. Like I Dream of Jeannie, and I could just blink myself back and forth to different places. Wouldn't that be fun? All right, so this one's gonna go on here, like so. And then we're gonna put this one down at the bottom. Did you guys like that joke? I got a couple cute jokes. That was a good one. Yeah, I know. We're going to have to get on Debbie Spicer. She's probably sleeping in today. Credit card. I have to go back and watch. Not the white. Oh, good to know the white. Yeah, the white ink is, it's called pigment ink instead of, so the regular inks are water-based. The white is pigment, so it is totally different. It's mainly for embossing, and it's a lot thicker, and it's supposed to be like that. So yeah, you want it thick and gooey. All right, so there we go. We're gonna put some pearls on here. And after I did this card, I saw this ribbon sitting on my table, and I thought, you know what? This would have been pretty underneath here too. I forgot to show that to you guys too. So this, like either in place of this silver or on top of the silver, I think would have been really pretty on the bottom too. And I just meant to put that on there and forgot. But I think that silver would have made it pop too. So if I make another one, I might do that. But just a tip if you want to try that. I think it would look pretty. All right, so we're going to put a couple pearls on here. So I'm going to put a big one in the center and right there. And then I've got a couple little ones right here for down here at the bottom. So I just put a couple right there. And then last but not least, you know what we have to do? We have to shimmer, and let me get some scrap paper. And here we go. Oh my gosh, that just makes it just pop. Oh, look at that. Love it, love it, love it. Look at that sparkle. Can you guys see it? I can see it. Oh my gosh, how gorgeous is that? On top of the silver. I know I'm gonna have to do that on top of the silver. I think it would have made a really big difference, but wow, look at the shimmer on that card. Woo! It is really popping. Love it, love it, love it. So if you're not a shimmerette, yes, you have to get some shimmer paint. So the link is in my description box below the video to get this shimmer paint. There's like 3 different websites you can get it from. All you do is mix it in a little spray bottle. You can get the spray bottles anywhere. Dollar Tree has them. And you're just gonna put alcohol, 70% alcohol. Fill it up most of the way with the 70% alcohol, and then just take some of the shimmer paint, shake it up, and pour just a little bit. You just need a few drops. Shake it up, and there you go. You'll have your own shimmer spray. So you can do that to all of your cards and make them all gorgeous like that. Oh my gosh, look at that shimmer. You can really see it today. Holy cow, isn't that beautiful? Love it, love it, love it. It is really shimmering. What brown what brown colors would I use? Let me see. You could probably use espresso and soft suede. I would think would go good together. Yeah, soft suede as your paper and espresso as your ink. I think that would look really pretty. You could try crumb cake and soft suede, but I think the crumb cake might be too light. I don't know. Shimmers like a southern girl glistens. Yep. That would be me. I know. Don't you just want to spray this all over yourself and be like one of those sparkling personalities? I know. I wish I forgot. Totally forgot. I brought this with me today so I could stick it on there. I think that would look really good underneath it. Just to give it a little bit more sparkle. Oh, I'll have to do another one just to see. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me so early this morning. Sorry I won't be here with you tonight. And I think I need to put more shimmer on this one. Yep. Now they're both super sparkly. All right, so there you go. I hope you don't miss me too much tonight. I think Debbie Spicer forgot we're going to be on this morning, so she'll be on here tonight at 7 probably, so you can have a video with her. Spray my hair with it. Oh, that would be probably fun. I don't know what it would look like or if it would show up. Yes, the shimmer does make it look really, really pretty. I love it, love it, love it. All right, so I'll be at work for the next 10 hours, so think about me. And then I got to go back tomorrow too, so don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, share. Thanks so much for joining me. And don't forget, if you want to order Anything, just go to my website, stampingwithlisa.com. Make sure you use the host code. Please, 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 please don't forget the host code if your order is less than $150. And you get the card kit for this. You'll get enough to make 3 of these cards with a $50 order. And then with a $100 order, you'll also get a pack of gems that I forgot to bring. So I'll bring those and show you next time. And you'll get entered into the drawing for a $100 gift card from me. So I'll be back on, let me see, Tuesday night with another exciting episode of Stamping with Lisa. So take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.